Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there? Where is Lafe? I'm trying to figure out where Lafe is, everybody. I don't own the rights to this music, by the way. Can somebody tell me where Lafe is? I have well, I do have an idea where he is. Hey, everybody, it's your man, that one half of the podcast, the talk show, the live stream, the open conversation. Two shy guys in a mic. Like I said, this is Kevin here by myself, just kind of talking out at you. Thanks for joining in. I definitely appreciate you. So tonight's topic is where's Lafe? Just having an open conversation today, and I'm kind of relaxed. I'm a little sad. I know we haven't been on. I think it's been a few minutes, a few days since we've been on. So I just figured I'd come on and kind of break the chain as far as us not coming on. Hey, Lafe, what's up, brother? I titled the show "Where's Lafe at?" because I didn't know where you was. I knew where you was, but I didn't know where you was, and I was getting kind of lonely and sad. So I figured I'd come on and kind of break the chain of us not coming on. You know what I'm saying? It's getting hard for me to come on and do live stream by myself. I get so lonely, and I hit my word walls a little faster too. So I'm not gonna be on here long. Just wanted to, with respect to the topic of where's Lafe, Lafe is at what's known as this. I think this is the first year for Wakandacon. And if you don't know what Wakandacon is, it's an event that took place over the weekend up in Chicago. I just like a few minutes ago, I seen the CNN article talking about Wakandacon and how approximately more or less than 2,000 people came to a hotel over the weekend. It kind of took over, and it was an experience where, with respect to the movie Black Panther, and of course in the movie Black Panther, his homeland is named Wakanda, and Wakanda is kind of Wakanda is kind of Wakanda is kind of a picture, a fictional picture of what could be the possibilities if that are available to not only just the African American community but humanity as a whole if and when we decide to come together and get on the same page in the spirit of love and kind of work to collaborate and level up and live in good prosperity versus the systems that we see in place now. So WakandaCon is kind of speaking to that, the what if with respect to the movie of Wakanda, and then also what if, we decide to come together and decide to not let our differences get in the way of our commonalities and that common denominator that we all are a part of humanity, and that it's to the benefit of everybody that we all work to connect and collaborate. Not that it's all going to be all kumbaya, but that we work and collaborate to for the benefit of everybody. Just to kind of I'm looking at the page now of WakandaCon 2018. It says, we imagine a place free and unshackled from the ravages of racism, exploitation, discrimination, emotional, physical, and all sorts of violence, sexual violence. And with that in mind, the conference is built around a means of creating a space for people of all types to come together, educate each other, and celebrate with passion. It's an event where people can dress up, dance, connect, support each other, and celebrate the entire diaspora, looking past the present and into the future. Specifically talking about the African American community, but again, as a whole, I want to express that this is past the bounds of that too. Hey, CL, great to see you joining in over here as well. And just talking about that Lafe and Lamar and some others from Wakanda went up there as support and to help connect and collaborate with those who initiated and started the WakandaCon. And I think that the Garvey, which is part of Wakanda, the Wakanda group, the official cryptocurrency of the Wakanda group, was the official cryptocurrency of Wakandacon, which again is speaking to the possibilities when it comes to people putting their brains, their strength, their imaginations together, linking up and helping each other level up. Hey, Miss Cheryl, thanks for joining in. I'm just having an open conversation, and I started off the show talking about where's Lafe, because I'm getting lonely, and we hadn't been on in a while, so I had to come on and kind of break that chain of us not being on and staying in front of you guys, ladies and gentlemen. So thanks for coming on. Lafe is up at Wakandacon. He's coming back real soon, so we look forward to him coming back. Some other points I just want to kind of talk about while I'm on here. I'm not going to be too long today. Just talking about Wakandacon and collaboration and community, the importance of being intentional and purposeful about your connections, your network, your community, those who you call acquaintance and friend and family. It's definitely important that you make it your one of your life's your bromance. Exactly, my bromance. You know, I get a little lonely over here. I was playing a little music. Let me get my music going, because Lafe usually has the music, right? Let me see. Can y'all hear that? I got my mic on. I don't know how loud it is. I don't own the rights to this music. I can't jam out like Lafe, but I do try. It's my social awkwardness. I think that's what it is. But, speaking to the importance of forging those relationships for fight and for feasting, it's, what they say, if you want to do something fast, go alone. But if you want to do something, if you want to go far, then you go with a community, you go with people, you go with the group and organization. And one of the things about sharing and having a network and having people that you can call loved ones, whether they're blood or not, is that it makes life so much more satiating, so much more soul satisfying. We are human beings, and no man or woman is an island. So you got to have your bromance. You got to have your bromances out there. You got to have your romances out there. Yeah, you got to have your, you got to have your community. You got to have your family. You got to have the in-laws. You got to have all of that. You got to have a support group. It's definitely important that you have that support group and that you really cultivate that and you really develop that. I know that we probably harp on this. I'm not sure to you all out there how it feels as far as us talking about it. But one of the things that really that became crystal clear to me, and is continually made crystal clear to me as I get older, and then also as you develop a relationship with the Creator, the Most High, the Almighty, is that it's important that each and every human being has a connection first and foremost with Him, but also first, just as important that we connect and we have relationships with each other in which we can open up, be vulnerable to, and unload. Have those moments where we can get rid of and detoxify our emotions and get some clear thinking going on, and also connect with and link up as far as our imagination, as far as getting I'm sorry, yes, in-laws too, I know, but it takes all kinds. Now, life is about having those challenges. Life is not going to be a cakewalk, as we all know. It's not going to be cookies and ice cream all the time. So you got to throw a little sprinkle of in-laws in there to help just bitter things up. You got to have something to chafe against. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something that's going to buffer you down a little bit, because we all are rough around the edges, right? We're all square blocks that has to be molded, shaped, chipped away, and we all have to be dealt with if we're going to have a good life and level up and have a life that's meaningful and that's worth living. So Yes, Miss Cheryl. In-laws too, including me. I may not be an in-law, but you gotta love me too, Miss Cheryl. Me and all my social uniqueness. um, okay, I will wear protective gear. Yeah, you might need a little protective gear. I bite a little bit, you know. I'm a little rough, and but where was I? Done lost my train of thought. Community, connecting, family, forging, support. Oh yeah, a few things just kind of got me going on this mode of thought. I'm just here having a conversation too. I'm doing laundry, and then tomorrow is the first day of school. Yay! So I'm I'm just stoked about that. So I guess my word wall has been extended a little longer because I'm kind of excited that the kiddos are going back to school. Not that I'm looking to unload a truckload of knuckleheads on the kids, on the teachers, but hopefully I'm unloading some soon-to-be kings that are disciplined and will be attentive and well rested and ready to learn. So that's the goal, you know. That's the goal that we have each and every night while I'm on the live stream with you all. So if you ever see me like get up abruptly, then you know I'm getting up trying to handle business. I'm smiles right here, but as soon as I get off camera, the smile goes into a frown real fast. Oh man, family and friends. Oh, a couple of things that kind of got me going on this trajectory is that I recently made a connection with somebody I initially met online. Yeah, early September for Jersey. Oh man. Well, my prayers go out to you all out up in Jersey. Yeah, we're getting started down here now. Shoot, y'all need to write y'all's congressman or something. Y'all need to riot or something. Get them kids in school year round. But I recently made a connection with somebody in the real world, analog, that I initially made a connection with online. Online through a live stream or through a video actually. And they contacted me through a video, or that they had after watching some of my videos, and we kind of got to asking each other questions and talking, and realized that we had some common friendships. So we became acquaintances, but recently I think we're moving from the acquaintance level to the friendship level. And I met with him and his wife this past weekend, and we just had brunch at Panera Bread. And after the meeting, a couple of days later, I got the text, and he was just expressing to me some frustrations, some things that he was experiencing. Now, usually when somebody expresses something to me, I really don't respond initially. I try to give it. They or she. Oh, they. It was they. I usually don't try to. It was a guy and his wife. I usually don't respond initially when somebody kind of expresses something to me or open up to me. I kind of let that marinate, and I kind of contemplate on some things before I kind of give my initial response or just kind of comment or whatever. And you know what he said, he was expressing to me how he was frustrated about some things, this, that, and the other. And I responded by saying, what did I say? After I thought about it for a minute, I responded by saying, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that, and don't take it lightly. And I don't take it lightly when somebody expresses something that's heartfelt or deep, or something they've been dealing with for a while. I don't take it lightly because most people don't have to do that. A lot of people don't have to do that, and it takes courage to really open up and be sharing and forthright with not really knowing what somebody may say, or if somebody's going to judge, or this, that, and the other. So that takes a lot of courage, and I don't take it lightly when people do that. Stuff like that has to be shared somewhere, or it can lead down some hard paths. And I was just encouraging him in the future, if you're feeling something or feeling a certain kind of way, don't be afraid to express that in the future too. I always try to express that with other people too when I have conversations or talk or make connections. and that when you bottle stuff in and when you hold stuff in and you don't express it, that stuff festers in your heart. It festers in your mind. It plays with you and it affects you in your body. So it's serious. It can be serious when you don't allow yourself to express certain feelings, emotions, thoughts, don't certain physical feelings that you may be feeling, unctions and urges that you may be feeling. So you got to find the proper channels to express every area of your humanity in, because that's what we were made to do. We were made to feel, think, see, and have fun and feel and all this kind of stuff, and we were made to express it. So we got to get that out. And I was just I'm just talking about my response to him, the importance of making sure that you be intentional about developing your support group. You are not alone in your moments of frustration and sense of urgency. I've been there many times, hence the impeccable timing of God when it comes to ensuring that you and your wife are surrounded by a myriad of shoulders to lean on and wells of wisdom and strength to draw from. Know that you are truly here. Just know that I'm truly here for friendship, connection, community, collaboration as needed and where you see fit with respect to your journey and desires. So again, that was my response. Just talking about the importance of expression as far as expressing yourself in a supportive network. This is going to help you mitigate the headaches in your life. This is going to help you level up in life as far as having strong ties with people, a tribe, a group of people that you can start a Wakandacon with, that you can enjoy a Wakanda group with, and also all these other organizations, associations, communities, and people that you may be involved in your real world, in your life. Yes, Miss Cheryl, decompress for our day is very important. It is. It really is, and that a lot of people don't have the chance to decompress. A lot of people don't even know what that means. A lot of people don't take the time and really carve out those much needed areas in their schedules to do that. That's what the weekends are for, but we spend so much time working hard, and sometimes we play hard. Sometimes we go on vacation and need vacations from our vacation. What kind of decompression is that? What kind of decompression are you doing if you need a vacation from your vacation? So yes, Ms. Cheryl, that is very important today. A lot of people are quote unquote trapped, not really trapped, but some people feel trapped in their situations. A lot of people feel like they get in ruts. A lot of people are caught in the rat race on the hamster wheel that does not stop. It perpetually goes on forever, and that's with purpose. That's by design. So you have to find a way to get off that treadmill. You have to find a way to get out of that rat race for a minute or a lifetime if you can, to decompress, let go, and just realize that you are human, you are strong, but yet you are fragile. You are a whole Pandora's box paradox of all kinds of sorts of things, right? So you're strong and you're weak at the same time. You're fragile and you're hard at the same time, and you can easily break and easily bend, not break at the same time. So you definitely have to decompress. This is very important with respect to one of the things that I've been noticing and I've been kind of looking at and thinking about lately is our mental health and our mental well-being. Given that I've run across a lot of people who deal with anxiousness, they deal with worry, bitterness, unforgiveness. These are things I've dealt with in the past. And if you don't have those proper channels, if you don't have those connections in which you can let it out and let go and let God, then you are in a world of hurt. And it's no fun living in a world of hurt. So I wasn't going to be before you all long. Yes, like you said, having a true friend, spouse, etc. to talk to. Yeah, you that's very important. You got to have, like I said, that romance, that BFF in this world. Life is too short, and you definitely want to have experiences with it. I know this can be easily more said, readily said than done. I understand that a lot of people find themselves in a lot of situations at various points in their lives. So we're admonished to take the present and be grateful for the present wherever we find ourselves. Learn from and glean the nuggets of wisdom that has happened in the past and that we can uncover in our past, and take those nuggets and run with it and forge a pearl necklace that we can that we can use as far as putting around our necks and living by, so we can overstand in the future and forge futures that we want to live. Forge a lifestyle that we find more enjoyable and are happy and readily can't wait to get up in the morning to experience. Yeah, mental health is very big these days. I've been on the mental health resonating with that for a while now, just kind of watching how things are going and where they are with that. I came this way by way of physical health, and that I lost my physical health in my late 20s, and it just brought to my importance and made clear how important it is to take care of your physical body. And then also, more importantly, I'm realizing how important it is to take care of your brain, your mind, and then your heart life, and also how important that is when it comes to your spiritual life, your spiritual walk, given that we are spiritual beings encased in a physical, earthly clay body, right? So there's more to this reality than meets the eye. There's more to this plane of experience that is perceived with the natural eye. And so it's important that we take care of our mind, and that we don't let the social engineers, the social designers, those who work behind the curtain, like in the land of Oz, you pull back that curtain, there's a few people back there pulling some levers, right? So it's important that we don't allow them to mess with our mind, and what we think, and how we think, and what we see as important and worth giving our energy and our thought life over to. So we got to learn how to take our thoughts captive and examine them, and make sure that every thought that we have is one that leads to better mental health and not degrades our mental health. There's plenty of examples out there of people who have gone by way of their mental health just degrading. Hey, Darylyn, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. Definitely appreciate you. You might have to hit replay because I'm about to hit my word wall, and I'm about to get off of here. Social designers, yeah, social designers. My degrees in my background is in sociology. So one of the things that kind of stuck out to me was how discernment. Exactly. You got to have discernment in this world. Like I said, my degree is in sociology, and over the course of the years, I never lost my love for that subject. So I always make sure I stay on the peripheral of what's being discussed and talked about in that arena. And a lot of videos and stuff you can find online as far as what social engineers do, how they talk, and what they believe, and some of the philosophical organizations that they belong to. It's amazing what you can just watch and glean from the internet alone. And not all of it's fake news, but you do have to use some discernment, and you do have to use some discretion, and you do have to fact check, and you do have to constantly be vetting stuff and take a lot of stuff with a grain of salt. But yeah, social designers, engineers, they are very real, and our world is highly architected and orchestrated. There's nothing about our culture about Western civilization, about the world, the present moment, the reality that we experience. There's almost nothing about it that hasn't been designed with purpose and intent. And that goes without saying that it's important that, again, that we in our personal lives, with purpose and intent, design and forge our life, our environment, to the best of our ability, to help us live a soul satiating life. You know, on this show, we always talk about uncovering those nuggets, those things that we can find along the way, those best practices that will help us live good prosperity, that will help you level up, help us level up in our life. And community is definitely one of them. Health, wealth, love, and happiness is some of the things that we love to push, prompt, and promote when it comes to Two Shot Guys. And I'm like, hey, Cheryl, I'm flowing. Am I flowing? I don't, like I said, school's tomorrow, so I'm in a flow type of mood, you know. You know, I'm just here riffing and just kind of talking, just having a conversation with you all, going back, you know, conversation, going back and forth, not really, you know, I have a few, like I started off with that one point, but just leading down the many different trails and see where we end up. And I definitely appreciate you all participating in this conversation, because if it wasn't for you, I'd be monologuing, and monologuing on live stream with chatting with the chat capability is not good. That's not a good thing. I can monologue by myself in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Alice, have a good evening, family. Be safe, love, and peace and her grease. Thank you, Alice, for joining in. I definitely appreciate you joining in. Before I get off here, some other points, some other things is kind of just going through my mind real quick. I know I came on late, so you might have to watch the replay. Let me see. It is getting a little late, and my laundry might be done. So just a few other points. Speaking to the importance of community. I'm just about done with the book, 12 Rules for Life, by Dr. Jordan Peterson. He's recently risen to popularity in the mainstream, and I'm gonna give out I'm gonna give out 5 heart emojis for Dr. Jordan Peterson. I love this guy. I love the wisdom that he's distilled in this book. It's very rare for me to find a book that I'm gonna give 5 emojis with the heart eyes too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna have to get this book and put it in the library and read it, and just come back to it a few times. So it's a good read. 12 Rules for Life by let me see here, by Jordan Peterson. An Antidote to Chaos, and he's a former Harvard professor, a current University of Toronto professor and clinical psychologist. And this guy is just right on it when it comes to just good solid wisdom. So I love it. And one of the rules is number 3: make friends with people who want the best for you. Yes, make friends with people who want the best for you. So Jordan Peterson is killing it. Yes, Michael Balance. This dude is hitting it on the head, and I love the way he does it. One of the things that kind of surprised to me, you watch his videos on YouTube. Yeah, watch his videos. Get his book if you can. I got the audio book. And yes, it's on Audible. I got the audio book. It's 15 hours long, but it's, to me, if you're like, I don't know, if you're like me, if you just need to go off the beaten trail every now and then and just get some solid nuggets of wisdom that's just really feeding your soul, then this is a book that I can recommend flat-footed and wholeheartedly, and think that if you have a philosopher's heart, if you have a neuroscientist's heart, if you have a clinical psychologist's heart, if you have a sociologist's heart, if you have a religious heart, and dude just hits it from all angles. So he comes at you from all angles. I'm loving this dude. He throws in a little Taoism, little Buddhism, a lot of. One of the things that caught me off guard was he throws in a lot of scripture. He talks about his struggle and his struggle with God and belief in God and things of that nature. Religion. He comes. He has said it. He don't leave no stone unturned. He talks about sexism. He talks about the strength and power, the necessity of the woman to take her rightful place, and men to hold their rightful place in society and relationships. Dude just hits it all. I can't recommend this book enough. Is this written with men in mind? No. This is written with people in mind. This is written with woman, female, woman, men. This is for everybody. And if you the Cliff Notes version today is get on YouTube like my man Michael said and watch a few of his talks, a few of his things that he say, and you may not agree with all of it. You'll never agree 100% wholeheartedly with everything that somebody says, right? But he makes good, solid discussion and arguments to support his belief. Let's put it that way. Well, you can tell when somebody has spent years distilling nuggets, distilling and cultivating wisdom. And when I find that, when I listen to somebody and I get the goosebumps on the arm, I'm all in, because I love wisdom. And I'll take it wherever I can find it. And usually one of the things that really gets me when somebody starts speaking good solid wisdom is when I get the goosebumps. It don't have to be no music, don't have to be in church. I don't need no backup organist. I don't need none of that. Just give me some good solid word, and if I can stand on that and meditate on that, and that's going to help get me through some tough times, then you got me. I'm all in. Like apologetics. Yeah, like apologetics. So I think I'm going to get off of here right now. I don't want to hit my word wall and just cut it off, because I will hit the word wall and I will just hit finish. So I have no problem doing that, but I definitely appreciate you all joining in. Please watch the replay, hit like, hit share. I definitely thank you all for the participation in the conversation. It's not a conversation if you all don't participate, and we definitely appreciate that. Me and Lafe, I definitely can speak for him on that. Your time and attention that you spend with us, we hope that the return on value is definitely definitely felt, and that you get something 30, 60, 100 fold, and that your time isn't wasted and something was added to your life. So this is Kevin, one half. I'm feeling lonely in my bromance. Don't know where my man went. I know where he went, but he's spending it with his family out there. Let me put my music back on. I don't own the rights to this music. Let me see if I can jam it out. Let me see here. Oh man, my volume's messing up. Alright, y'all. Peace and happiness. I'm out of here.